Bill Cosby for a second.
Okay.
Do you really think he's happy where he is?
Totally happy.
Really?
I've heard.
You've heard that?
Yeah.
So you think he's glad it ended up this way? Because I
Absolutely.
thought it was really unfair what they did to him. That's what it was.
Really?
I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't believe he was really. I mean, I think that. Listen, as famous as Bill was, how many? I mean, I have a daughter, so I get it. Like, I mean, I believe in women's rights. No one should be raped or but how many women kind of went into it with Bill Cosby? You think? Knowing that, like, they would Bill.
Probably everyone. But
right?
the trouble is
He was
with
Bill Cosby.
Well, the trouble with Bill, he was very hypocritical about it, because he was like that spider, getting him into his lair,
yeah.
And my daughter worked for him.
He was using Quaaludes too, so I feel partial. Like, I'm gonna get mad at anyone using Quaaludes.
My daughter Robbie was his assistant on one of his television shows, and she loved Bill, and she's just stuck up for him. But then she said that one time he kind of wanted her to come over to this house, but she's street smart,
I guess, like you say, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
That's what it was.
So it makes great people sometimes.
And being cheap didn't help.
He was cheap.
Cheap.
I don't know him.
Yeah, he wouldn't pay the ladies.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he cheated them. Like he drugged them and then fucked them. That's not fair.
Do you know that for a fact? I don't know. I mean,
yeah, he did.
How'd you know that? How do you know they did that?
I know the daughters. I know there's a sense.
Okay. What do you think of Weinstein? The Weinstein.
Oh, same thing. Weinstein, power corrupts. Hey, you want that part in the baby? You want that part in the movie, baby? Come on over here and get on your knees. Come on, get to work. That's what they do. And he's not a very attractive guy,
to say the least.
And so what happens when they lose their power?
Right. That's
boom. Then they come out of the woodwork. That's why hell has no fury as a woman scorned.
Well, what happened to this guy? I knew the guy from Warner Brothers. He just lost his job, right? Kevin, remember some girl came out of nowhere and said there's shit going on. He's getting her apart. The CEO of Warner Brothers, got tanked.
Les Moonves.
Him too, right?
Les, I know his wife really well, and she's
the problem. See, on some level though, I think there's going to be a backlash because. There's a lot of these, like, they're almost screwing themselves. A lot of these women, there were some women who were no doubt using sex to advance in Hollywood. They had to be. They were playing the game. Some were. So the biggest victims of all were the ones who had massive talent but refused to sacrifice their ethics and integrity, wouldn't sleep their way, and lost out to less talented actresses who got jobs because they opened their legs, so to speak, right? To me, those are the biggest victims of all.
Yeah, but it's a mistake, and mistakes always get corrected.
Do you think it's still going on now? No way. Is the casting
couch?
Well,
you know what stopped everything was the phone, the iPhone.
And as it rings, I love it.
Just a minute, I got to turn it.
That's fine. Because everyone's got a phone to take a picture, right? It's very.
See what happened? The iPhone changed the world because now you can't lie without someone going. Just a minute. Check it out.
Here's the text.
Check it out.
Yeah, I know.
See, and that's what brought down these movie moguls, because at one time you could only shoot a movie if you got cameras and 35 millimeters and
you couldn't hide all that equipment, so easily. Right,
all that stuff. We need that, and so these guys that controlled the purse strings, they were at the top of their thing. They got money, but if you want this, you got to do that. Now, see, it's not like that anymore.
It just seems like there was like this. For some reason, I try to wrap my arms around it. It was a tipping point where all of a sudden that it's like to me it's like it was innocent till proven guilty, and now it's guilty till proven innocent. And there was it's almost this hidden hand. Like all of a sudden, like even the slightest whiff of impropriety can bring down an incredible, like Steve Wynn. Like a super powerful guy.
Yeah.
You have to slide, and it's like I don't know. It seemed like there was who is making those decisions? It's the boards of directors, obviously, being fueled by, you see what? Speak.
Nature.
Tell me your piece.
Nature makes the decision. You can't, if you're making a mistake, now, like, this is what you teach too. Your thing was all about truth, all about real. Be real to whatever you're doing.
Right.
If you're sitting down, if you're tired, be real. And that's what being real is. Sometimes you're not always right. Sometimes you're wrong.
You're real but wrong.
Yeah. You can say I'm wrong. That's why forgiveness is a very big help, because everybody fucks up, and that's the whole thing. If you realize your mistake, and then like you did. It took you a while, but you understood. You understood the power. You got this incredible power, and it can be used for good or bad. The lazy, or if you're not yourself, and then the minute you do drugs, you're not yourself. Okay, so then you get off on that other path. But when you're yourself, true to yourself, like you say, like doing yoga.
Right.
Yoga is really nothing more but you're just doing your own body exercises. That's all you're doing. There's nothing magical or secret. There's no drink you're going to drink make you big or anything. It's just you and your brain. And see what happens. When you do exercise like yoga or breathing, see, a lot of people, they don't realize that they don't breathe enough.
That's what she kept saying to me.
Yeah.
You're not breathing. You're not breathing.
Yeah.
She kept
You gotta
breathe. I wasn't breathing.
That's
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
When you breathe in, that's oxygen.
It's like, it hurts too much. I can't fucking breathe.
But you got to breathe, because breathing brings you energy into your body. You're bringing that energy into your body. It's your breath, and it calms you down. See, like when you're playing
I'm embarrassment
golf.
to do when I do yoga. I'm like, it's embarrassing when I do. It's really, I'm terrible. I'm not flexible.
No, but
my wife is great. She balances. I can't balance.
That's because you're judging. Don't judge. Don't judge. No one cares. By the way, when you're at the yoga studio, it's like dancing. Don't feel bad about dancing because no one's looking at you. No one wants to look at a bad dancer. You know what I mean? So you're all by yourself, dude. Don't get this feeling that everybody's staring at you, because they're not. Especially in a yoga studio, man. They're busy trying to do their stuff.
Question: do you like the world better as it is now? I mean, this new age where, like with the sort of the Metoo, the heightened political correctness, or do you like better more the 80s, 90s, before the whole political correct? What do you think is healthier? Which do you enjoy more?
Well, it's the same question when they ask me about weed. What's your favorite strain? And I tell everybody I haven't found it yet, and that's my answer. Is it? Yeah, I not only like where I'm at, but I'm looking forward to.
I mean, society. And do you think it's like? Would you rather be growing up? You can look back now. Perspective. You look back, and the older you get. Even for me, I see at my age, I'm 56 now. It's easy for me to look back and with a more calm, less urgent eye, because I'm almost like, well, what can I do? It's like you start losing power over things. The older you get, the less power you realize you actually have, right?
Yeah.
I can have power of my own direction, but in terms of like, it is what it is sort of thing, right?
Why did you need power, though?
Well, when I was younger, my highest value was that. I thought
But you needed power to get what you wanted. That's what you needed. See, now you get what you wanted. You don't need that power.
My question, though, is like, I think it's a lot of, you have a lot of like wisdom when you're older. That's one thing you get is wisdom, hopefully. As your body goes, your wisdom increases, like a direct relationship, right? So I look at it as very difficult for younger people right now, because they're facing the next 60 years of their life. It's kind of nerve-wracking for a guy right now out there. Like if he says the wrong thing or does the right thing, he gets Me Too'd. Or what would you, if it was you right now, like you were like in your 20s, first of all, how would you navigate the world as it is?
Oh, just with my phone. Just take up my
Become
phone.
a creature of the times?
Yeah, totally. Man, I remember Woody Allen was writing scripts on an old typewriter, and he used to take pride in it. He would say, yeah, I still write my scripts on an old typewriter. Now, is he still doing that?
I doubt it.
I doubt it, too. Someone finally said, hey, Woody, here's a computer. It's easy. It's the same thing as a typewriter, except it's easier. See, don't get stuck in the past. There's nothing there. It's gone. It'll never come back. The future is never here. It's always there. You're only in the present. So always be in the present. If you're in the present, you can never be unhappy, no matter what's going on. I remember when they were executing Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein was about to be hung, and some guy heckled him. And Saddam got in the moment. He goes, watch, I'll show you how a man dies. And right then I said, whoa.
Yeah.
That's being in the moment, man. Because he's not worried about what he had or where he's going. He's right in the moment saying, "Watch, I'll show you how a man dies." That's what we. In order to be happy, you gotta just stay in the moment. That's where weed, for me, comes in real handy.
My first sponsor in AA is saying yesterday is history,
Yeah.
tomorrow's a mystery, and today is a gift. That's what we call it, the present.
That's right.
That was his.
That's
big
the
saying.
present.
Why they
I
call it the
love
present? It's a
that.
gift. We
I
call it the
love that.
present.
See, that's it. It's perfect. It's perfect.